Hello lovelies, welcome to another episode of Wedding Planning Tips. Today we're going to help you make your own wedding bouquet. Before we start, it is important to know what bouquet style you are going for. If you're going for a more organic and loosely designed look, then a DIY wedding bouquet will definitely work for you. But if you're looking for specialty flowers with a more specific style, this might be hard to pull off. Here are a few designs that are quite easy to DIY. As you can see, they're not very structured and they all have an organic style. Now let's get started. Step 1. Gather your supplies. Scissors, tape, and ribbons are usually the top 3 things that you need. However, note that if you're using flowers with thicker stems like roses, solal greenery, tropical flowers, and woody varieties, you will most likely need pruners that you can get from your local hardware or craft store. Step 2. Your flowers. Depending on the amount you need, you can most likely pre-order them from your local flower shop. For bulk options, there is Costco for more generic flowers like roses, carnations, and greeneries. For more specific flower varieties, 50 Flowers carry almost all varieties that you can think of. There are also online shops like The Books where you can purchase the flowers and assemble them for your DIY bouquet. These are all linked in the full article in the description below. Step 3. Prepping your flowers. When you receive your flowers, they will come in tightly packed bundles, especially from wholesalers. To ensure your flowers are healthy and ready for processing, you will need to fill up buckets with water, give the stems a fresh cut, and let them drink the water. Step 4. Removing the leaves. When you're ready to assemble the flowers, removing the leaves from the stems will be the first thing you should do. Step 5. Line up your flowers. Lining up your blooms on the table will make it easier for you to pick them up and arrange them. If you're doing more than one bouquet, this is also a great time to divide the flowers accordingly. This way, you can achieve the same size for each bouquet that you're making. Step 6. Start arranging your flowers. It is essential to determine your overall height and design goal for your bouquet. Do you like it long or do you like it short? This will affect how you're placing the flowers together, as well as cutting the stems accordingly. There really isn't a hard rule in arranging your flowers, especially if you're going for a more natural, organic, and garden-style arrangement. Notice how these 2 sample photos that we're showing are doing 2 totally different ways of holding and styling the flowers. You can use which way you're most comfortable with. When bundling them together, loosely hold the stems so they won't break. As you feel them about to snap, relocate them in your bouquet and find a better spot for them. In the full article, linked below, we share the most common flowers and how to place them in your bouquet so they won't break. Quick tip: the part of the stems that will be tied together should not have any greeneries on them. Clear the lower part of the stems for easier bundling. Step 7. Bundle them together. You can use tape or a ribbon to tie it together. Depending on how heavy your bouquet ends up being, you might need to use some pins to ensure that the ribbon wrap does not fall apart. Step 8. Cutting the stems. The length of which you're cutting your stems will depend on when your wedding day is. If you finish your arrangements 2 to 3 days before your wedding, cut the stems longer so you keep giving them a fresh cut before your wedding day. Step 9. Storing your bouquets. You can purchase vases from your discount store to use as bouquet storage. As mentioned earlier, if you're 2 to 3 days before your wedding, cut your stems a lot longer so you can give them a fresh cut for the next 2 days as you change the water in your vase. These are essential steps to keep your flowers fresh and healthy for your wedding day. Step 10. Practice. We're adding this tip here to reiterate the importance of trying this first as a practice. Arranging flowers definitely look easy, but the placement of the flowers and the flow you need to achieve the design and the look that you're going for will definitely take more than one try, especially if this is your first time working with flowers. You can practice using affordable crochet flowers to give you that level of comfort with working with them. Then, when you have practiced or at least now have that experience of working with different kinds of flowers, it will be much more manageable and less stressful to go on your full DIY wedding bouquet creation. There you are, lovelies! How to make your own bouquet. The full article is linked in the description below so you can go ahead and read more details. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, lovelies. Bye!